What's going on, wrestling family? Welcome back to the channel. So we got some unfortunate news that Seth Rollins has tore his MCL. Now we're going to let Pailana explain the entire situation. That's how you pronounce her name. Before we get into this, help me out on my goal to 10K subscribers by hitting that subscribe button. We are right around the corner. Thank you guys so much for your support. Let's get into this.
Sean Ross Sapp just tweeted out an update on Seth Rollins and his injury, and it's bad news. He's reporting that Seth Rollins sustained a torn MCL and a partially torn meniscus on Monday Night Raw. This is bad news, but I'm looking at the bright side. It could have been worse. An ACL injury would have meant that he was out of action for 8 to 12 months and could not compete at WrestleMania. However, a torn MCL and meniscus isn't great news either, so I'm not saying that it is. But when you look online, it says that a torn MCL could take anywhere from 2 weeks if it's a grade 1 to 16 weeks if it is a grade 3 to recover from. So it really depends on...
Wait, let's go back to that really quick. Grade amount MCL tear usually heals within weeks. Grade 2 generally takes 4 to 6 weeks to heal with treatment. A grade 3 severe MCL tear takes up to 6 weeks or more to heal with treatment. If you undergo surgery to fix your MCL tear, it could take longer. But we also got to take into consideration that it all depends on a person, their age, how they heal, because we got to remember Seth Rollins did suffer MCL tear before, so I don't know how much that affects the healing of the MCL this time around. It shouldn't, I would think it'll be fully healed until this happened, of course. But then we also got to add into the fact that he has a torn meniscus, so that probably can add some more time to that as well. But hopefully, he has a speedy recovery.
So it really depends on what grade it is. I'm hoping for a grade 1 or 2. As for the meniscus tear, that can take from 4 to 12 weeks to recover from. Seth Rollins actually tore his MCL back in 2017 during the buildup of his match with Triple H at WrestleMania 33. He managed to come back, so I think there's a possibility that he can heal and return for WrestleMania season. I just don't know if it's different this time around because he tore his MCL and his meniscus. I don't know if that makes a difference. I guess they heal at the same time. Assuming that he can return for WrestleMania, there's one other problem, and that's having the World Championship makes everything a lot more complicated. I'm not sure if WWE is going to let him sit at home on the sidelines for the next few months while holding the World Championship belt.
I doubt it.
Only Roman Reigns can do that. I think there's a real chance that he relinquishes the belt. Here's something I could honestly see that I don't think it's a bad idea. The Royal Rumble match can change with the winner becoming the World's Heavyweight Champion. That is when CM Punk wins the belt, and then you have a returning Seth Rollins who challenges CM Punk for the title that he never lost. This would be a good solution that can also add layers to the story between CM Punk
that would be
and Seth
interesting.
Rollins. I think it's an idea that could work. If Seth Rollins is unable to return, then the company would need to pivot, and there's a few different options WWE has for the World Championship and CM Punk.
Okay, let me just put my quick theory out there before he says his, because I don't want him to say what I'm thinking and then whatever. Yeah, of course, if he's going to be out for a couple months, he's definitely going to have to relinquish that title. If he just missed the Royal Rumble, then that's fine, because we already got Logan Paul versus Kevin Owens. We got other matches happening there. And they don't make the Royal Rumble as long as they used to back in the day when Royal Rumble used to be like 40 hours long, right? So he has an opportunity to miss it. And it's not like Roman Reigns, because we know if Seth Rollins could be there, he would be there. Even if he was missing half his leg and he was able to wrestle, we know that he's that type of wrestler that he will come in the ring and still do what he can do to defend that title. That's his whole makeup and his whole being. But if it's more than that, like a couple of weeks or a couple of months, they could possibly do what he said, have a Royal Rumble where the winner wins that championship belt, or he may have to drop that title in a sense with like a match with somebody, and they take advantage of that, and then Damian Priest probably cash in, for that title at that moment so they can get rid of the Money in the Bank contract, and he could face CM Punk at Elimination Chamber for that title, and then probably drop that title, and CM Punk can have the title, and then they can do what he said, Seth Rollins versus CM Punk at WrestleMania for that belt. Now, I know that's messed up for Damian Priest to drop that suitcase, but I don't know exactly what they're planning to do with it. It's just kind of seemed like it's just there. Like they haven't figured it out yet. But I think this is a way they can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. But maybe it could be a bad idea. Let me know in the comment section. I haven't thought this through. This is just coming off my head as we are watching this video.
CM Punk could win the Royal Rumble to ensure a WrestleMania main event spot, and the WWE could hold a tournament with Drew McIntyre becoming the world champion. This is not a bad idea at all. I think CM Punk and Drew McIntyre makes a lot of sense.
Dude, I've been loving Drew McIntyre lately. He's been my favorite like wrestler right now as far as his promos, his story, everything. So allowing him to have the belt right now in front of an audience will be dope. It'll be dope.
Guys want to finish their story, and they had a great promo a couple weeks ago, and it's a big time match. If not CM Punk, the WWE could book Sami Zayn and Drew McIntyre for the World Championship. That was teased a few weeks ago, if you remember, on Raw. So that's a possibility, as well as for CM Punk. Maybe you can put him in a singles match with somebody else, maybe someone like Stone Cold Steve Austin if he does want to come back, or Kevin Owens. I think that's also a good pivot. Those are decent ideas, but the best one, in my opinion, if you really have to do this, is booking Cody Rhodes and CM Punk in the main event of the first night of WrestleMania. This solves so many different problems. First, it would give us the biggest match possible for the World Heavyweight Championship. Then, it would give CM Punk a main event match. It allows Cody Rhodes to finish his story to some degree, at least. I know it's not the WWE title, but it's a world title nonetheless. And it puts The Rock and Roman Reigns in the main event of the second night without too many complaints. I would not be mad at this at all. And I know if you guys are saying that the WWE Championship is the one he needs, if you think about it, Roman Reigns took the Universal Championship and made it more important than the WWE title, so I do think the man makes the belt. I'd have Cody Rhodes win that match and become the champion, because CM Punk doesn't really need the belt. He just needs that main event spot, and that's all he will get. Hopefully none of this is even necessary. Hopefully the WWE just needs to wait a little bit for Seth Rollins to heal up and continue the story that they've been planning for months. CM Punk and Seth Rollins is a feud that we need to see, that we all want to see, so I'm hoping that it can still happen for WrestleMania 40.
And it doesn't necessarily need a title either.
This is just devastating news. We'll find out more about the status of this injury, most likely on Monday Night Raw. This just sucks so much. I really don't know what else to say. Anyways, that is it for the video, guys. Thanks.
And I'm with you guys. Like, I would love to see Cody Rhodes finish the story that way, but at the same time, for me, I would love to see it, but I kind of already saw him do that in his match against Nick Aldis. I think it was at All In or All Out when he won the NWA Heavyweight Championship belt off of him. So he kind of already did. I kind of saw him do it already, but I know WWE is a whole different stage, a whole different level. And for people who haven't seen that, they would love to see that. So I would love for you guys to see that as well. But man, this makes things so complicated as far as how they're going to do things, but it also makes it a little bit more interesting. But you know, I saw on Instagram that WWE said that Seth Rollins is going to make an announcement on Monday Night Raw in regards to his health and what he's going to do with the title, which already gives it away that he's going to have to relinquish it. That's what I feel like, because they don't tell us ahead of time that someone's going to have to talk about their future in WWE in regards to a title and their health unless they're going to relinquish something. So that's just how I feel. Unless they're going to swerve us and then he say I'm still good to go or whatever the case may be. That'll be funny too. But what do you guys think about this whole situation? What do you think about the scenario that he gave us, the multiple scenarios that he gave us? Which one is your favorite? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching. Salute, peace, have a good day.